What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another build video. This build video is for the Broken Slayer, which is a 1-bar Nightblade gank build. It's a ranged gank and it is super fun to play with one of the latest sets that has dropped in the new update 41. So we'll get straight into the skills first. So the first skill I'm running is Merciless Resolve, which stacks weapon and spell damage up to 5 times. It gives you 60 per stack, so you'll get 300 extra weapon and spell damage from this. You can also fire a spectral bow which deals super high damage. We're running Healthy Offering, which is a burst heal, and it's also slotted for extra max magicka. We are running Crushing Shock, which hits super hard. It deals flame, frost and shock damage. It also interrupts enemies and sets them off balance and stuns them for 3 seconds. So very strong. I've got Camouflage Hunter here. This is a flex spot. This is just simply here to reveal other Nightblades and to add on to your extra weapon and spell damage from the Fighters Guild passives. We've got Shadowy Disguise, which is just your cloak and guarantees a critical strike. We've got Flawless Stormbreaker, which increases your weapon and spell damage for 20 seconds once you hit it. So this morph doesn't hit as hard as the other morph, but it's purely to get the 300 from there. So you're getting a total of 600 extra weapon and spell damage from them 2 skills. So that's very nice. So make sure you have all your passives in your class abilities, and then make sure you have all your passives in the destruction staff. Make sure you have passives in your lights and all your medium. You don't need any in heavy on this build. Make sure your Vampire stage 3 for your Undeath passive and Strike from the Shadows. Strike from the Shadows increases your weapon and spell damage by another 300. Let's go down. So you want your Fighters Guild passives. You want your Undaunted if you can, as that's going to give you bigger stats. Your Assault and Support line passives. I'm running High Elf on this, as this gives extra max magicka. You restore magicka when you activate abilities and stamina, and you also have extra weapon and spell damage. And also have the medicinal use on for your potions to last longer, as they're super expensive on PC, but also on console it's nice as well. So they'll last a bit longer in combat, so you have to pop as many. So we're going to jump straight into the sets. So the first set I'm running is the Winterborn set. This drops in the Maelstrom arena. This is a lightning staff. I've got a weapon damage enchantment on it, and I'm running Sharpened. So it gives you a line of max magicka, a line of magicka recovery, a line of weapon and spell damage, and when you deal frost damage you summon an ice pillar that deals 7,818 frost damage to all enemies in a 3 meter radius. The ice pillar persists and reduces all movement speed. It occurs every 6 seconds. So the frost damage comes from the false Crushing Shock. So it's a very nice strong set, easy to farm in normal Maelstrom arena. You don't have to do veteran. Then we are running 1 piece of Balorg, a medium. All the armor should be max magicka and divines if you can. And the next set we are running, of course, is the Tarnished Nightmare. This is the new set that drops in one of the new dungeons in update 41. I think it's Bedlam Vale. It gives you 3 lines of critical chance, and when you deal critical damage, glass shards burst 8 meters around them, dealing 8,243 physical damage and applying the Sundered status effects. It occurs every 8 seconds. I'll explain the sets all afterwards. I'll just go through them. So we've got the Tarnished Nightmare Arm Corpse, Tarnished Nightmare Belt, the Bracers, Guards, and we got some Winterborn tunes. So we got 6 pieces light and a 1 piece, 6 pieces medium, sorry, and 1 piece light. Again, I haven't got it all. I'm missing a couple of Divines pieces, so just make sure it's all Max Magica, all Divines. I'm running a Winterborn necklace. All the jewellery is infused with weapon damage enchantments, and a Winterborn ring, and the Oaken Soul ring as well. So we go to the character sheet. This is just your stats unbuffed. The penetration is, I don't know why it keeps doing that, it's just some weird penetration bug. It's 12,000 penetration flat, on the stat sheet that is anyway. The Max Magica is super high at 35k, health is okay at 24k. Just double check, yeah, I'm using Bewitched Sugar Skulls food. The stamina is at 17k, it's a bit low, but again it's all Magica based, so it's not a problem. The spell resistances and critical resistance is obviously low, but it's a gank build, you're going to be super squishy. It's all glass cannon, doing super high damage. Spell critical is quite nice. And the spell and weapon damage will increase, obviously when you proc everything. So yeah, like the penetration, like I said, is if I can show, is 12k, but you're getting another 3k from here, so that makes 15k, and then also the destruction staff ignores another 3k, so you're actually at 18k penetration, which is pretty solid. Again, this is a flex spot. You could put Reaper's Mark on here for another 6k, but I'll just prefer to stack the weapon damage as much as possible. We're going to the champion points. So with the green CP, I always recommend Liquid Efficiency, your movement speed ones, Gifted Rider, Steed's Blessing and Rationer if you're using expensive food. The blue CP, we're running a Fighting Finesse, Master at Arms, Deadly Aim and Backstab for more critical damage. So it's very nice there. And the red CP, I've got Celerity for movement speed on, Bastion to get through damage shields, Sustained by Suffering, Boundless Vitality. I would like to, I don't know if I've got these even optimal, to be honest. I'll definitely put the Bastion on and the movement speed one on, but again, these are very much up to you, what you feel is good. The Survival Instincts is a very nice one as well. I don't think there's too much of a sustain issue, to be honest, because you've got such a large Magica pool. And also the max health is very nice as well. So the critical damage is 40% at the base, so you've got 90% critical damage, so that's pretty solid as well. But the main damage, I mean, obviously people might be thinking the weapon damage is not that high, or the pen, but like I said, it's all this hidden stuff in the background that creates the damage, and it's obviously the 2 sets. And the reason the 2 sets are so good, even though they don't look much on paper, to be honest, is because they are instant proc. So that damage will be delivered instantly rather than having to wait. Such as with sets like Flame Blossom or Red Mountain or Scavenging Demise. So I'll just do a demonstration of the sets in action. So the first things first is make sure you get your 5 stacks of the Relentless, I keep forgetting what it's called now, Merciless Resolve. Make sure you get your 5 stacks of that before you do your gank. And so you've got a lovely strong burst heal as well. Just wait for the dummy to respawn. So all you've got to do, pretty much, it is a ranged gank, but obviously you can come in with a Dawnbreaker. You don't have to. The Dawnbreaker is there just for the weapon and spell damage. So you can gank from range, but all you pretty much do is, once that's glowing yellow, you can see on my X button it's glowing yellow, all you've got to do is cloak, come in with the Dawny and then just spam Force Shock, Crushing Shock, and that will make both of them sets activate at the same time. It's going to deliver a lot of damage very quickly, and you just spam it as hard as you can, the crushing shock. So it's literally a one skill build, to be honest. Again, I'll show you from ranged, so just make sure you have your relentless stacks. Now you can see them in action. I'll go first person so you can see them in action. As you can clearly see what the two are, you'll see the ice pillar come up and you'll see the broken shards hit as well. So if we cloak, crushing shock, there they are. See the glass shatter and then the ice pillar coming up. So you can do that from range. Another skill I would recommend if you have got is probably Meteor. I don't actually have that because you need the mage skill, because that is a ranged ultimate. You could drop that at the same time and then hit crushing shock. So when it lands the comet, hit crushing shock at the same time. That'd be very, very nice. I haven't got that, so I use the Fighters Guild, and also you'd lose 300 weapon and spell damage activation. So just a little things of note there. But like I said, even though the weapon and spell damage isn't that high on paper, it's only 5.8k. But remember, you're getting it from a lot of other sources. You're getting 300 from that, you're getting 300 from that, you're getting 300 from the vampire, you're getting another 350 from that. So it quickly stacks around probably just shy of 7k. Let's just see how far it actually goes. Which is pretty good, because like I said, it mostly comes from the proc sets. It's very nice to have two sets on a one bar as well. So we've got all our relentless stacks ready. Just wait for that to respawn, and then I'll just show you stats fully buffed. Okay, yes, it's about 7.3k. Like I said, the pen is around 18k, weapon crit is at 41%, very, very nice. The recoveries are over 1,000, so you've got some recovery. Again, not great, but it should be over very quickly. If it's not over very quickly, get out of there. And with the nice big Magicka bar, you can obviously spam your heals till the cows come home. So you can take, even though you've not got a lot of resistances or critical damage, you know, you can roll away and spam some heals. You can take quite a bit of punishment before you go down, a bit of blocking, you know. So don't worry too much. It's a very forgiving build. As I said, you can do lots of stuff from range. Like I said, particularly if you've got the comet as well. You could also run on the ultimate the aggressive warhorn, because that's going to give you another 20% critical damage, and also bigger Magicka and stamina bar. That's gonna, you know, that can be fired from range, but I'd probably recommend just to stick with the Dawnbreaker. You can just come in and stun them like so, and then just quickly spam crushing shock, and you can see, look at the numbers you're getting a lot of numbers very fast. Does a lot of damage in a small window. Make sure you're behind people, obviously. Try and get them from flank to get the extra penetration. So yeah, that's the full build explained of the Broken Slayer. So it is a nice fun build, very forgiving. It's very simple to play, pick up and play, and it's definitely a lot of fun. I do love the proc sets with all the animations. It's definitely been a brilliant build. I'll post some clips after the build so you can see it in action. It's definitely a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this build video. Please drop me a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do lots of builds and guides to help everyone, and I'll see you in the next build video.
Isgramor, damn them! They've captured the point!
Give us strength! The point is lost!
Get that ball or get off the field! Glory of Isgramor! We've captured the point!